Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Get this, I have as many wins in this run right now as I did in my last 3 Shaman runs combined. That's right, my last 3 Shaman runs combined totaled 4 wins, which is a major reason why my average number of wins right now is like 5.8. It's terrible. So, hopefully this one will go a little bit further before pooping out. Let's see what we can do here. Got a Warlock here, Way Nesta. I don't know what that is. Although I'm now kind of afraid to admit whenever I don't know what a name is. Because it's like, seriously, if it's not one thing, it's another. Like, oh, Boris, you lost all your credit. You didn't know that was a Pokemon. Oh, Boris, you lost all your credit. You didn't know that was from Dragon Ball Z. Oh, Boris, you didn't know that was from, like, some 1967 anime. Ha, ha, ha. And it's not that I'm embarrassed or anything by not knowing all these animes, but it's just made me think, like, anytime there's some name I'd never recognize or that sounds like something random, I'm sure it's from, like, some anime or from some cartoon. Anyway, we have an interesting choice. I could coin into the Zap-O-Matic here, and if the opponent doesn't have a Dark Bomb or a Bluegill Warrior or something to kill it, could deal a lot of damage to him. But I'm not going to do it. What I think I'd rather do instead is just be a little bit more conservative and not go for these Whirling Zap-O-Matic combo wombos. Interestingly, this would have been a good creature to have on the board because it would kill the Swordsmith. We got a lot of different options here. I could actually coin into Power Mace and kill this. Or I could play the Mech Warper, coin, and then Zap-O-Matic. I think what I'm going to do is go for the removal. Again, just trying to play conservatively here. And what this allows me to do next turn is to play the Mech Warper and then the Zap-O-Matic. Notice that although the total mana cost appears to be 4, it will actually be a total of just 3 thanks to Mr. Warper over here. So I can play this and then kill maybe what he plays right now and get a buff. And that's indeed what's going to happen. Okay. Right, so do I want the buff to go on the Zap-O-Matic or on the Warper? Because if I want to, I can guarantee it goes on the Warper. Or I can take a 50-50 chance of it going on the Zap-O-Matic, which could be good. Because, of course, this would deal a ton of damage then. I think I'll take that 50-50 chance here. So let's kill the Acolyte off, see where it goes. It goes in this guy. Now, that's fine. That's totally fine. It doesn't deal as much damage as the Zap-O-Matic, but the 5 health is significant because it dodges Shadow Bolts and Soul Fires, which is why I was considering just guaranteeing it would go on that in the first place. Alright, let's see if he's got removal for the Zap-O-Matic or if I'm going to start... Oh, he's got the Drain Life. Okay. Given that Drain Life was his removal card, I kind of do wish the buff had gone on the Zappo. Now, this guy costs more mana than the Cobra, but I'm actually going to play the Cobra because this guy's been playing real slow, which increases the likelihood that he has a good 5-drop, and so I want this in place to be able to kill it. I have a bit of an awkward hand here, actually. I can't really use Lightning Bolt because that would stop me from playing the Elemental next turn, so I'd rather not use Lightning Bolt here, as tempting as it is. But I don't know. I mean, I could run in, kill this, see what comes out. Play the Drake for sure. I think that's an easy choice. And you know what? I'm just going to do it. Just going to do the Lightning Bolt. So yeah, I can't play Fire Elemental, but I have a really nice board here, so it should be fine. Got a Micro Mission, which is a pretty good thing to have drop out. Let's kill it with the Cobra. And hit him in the face. Note, by the way, if I were up against, say, a Paladin or a Priest, I would have actually used the Warper, because the difference between 3 and 2 is pretty significant. But against Warlocks, the difference between 3 and 2 is not that big of a deal, unless he has a Drain Life, which it's a bad card. I doubt he'd have one of them even. He already used one, so I doubt he'd really have 2. Okay, so we can't play the Fire Elemental here, unfortunately. This guy doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. This 3-5 is awkward to deal with. I can actually just go for the face. What is this? 8, 10, 12 damage down to 10? It's an interesting possibility. But no, I'm going to cash out my Cobra here. Kill that off as well. I could do this and a Totem or this guy. Let's go for this and a Totem, get a little bit more onto the board here. Healing Totem's nice to get my Drake back a little bit. Okay, so next turn I can either use the Champion or the Fire Elemental, depending on what is better in the context of what he's played. Let's try to get these rockets to light up before this game ends. Okay, he's got a Shadow Bolt, which is amazing for me because that's almost half his mana just killing a single creature. Really couldn't care less about that. And he's got one of these guys. Alright, let's just keep it simple here. Let's just play 6-6. And I'm gonna hit him in the face with everything. He's being faced with lethal damage. I've got, I mean, everything here is burn, actually. This is direct and actually bypasses taunts. These have to go through taunt, but I've also all this stuff. He spends 6 mana dealing 4 damage, which is not good enough. I'm guessing he's going to get a demon, maybe like a Felguard off of this, would give him some taunt. Oh, he life taps. Desperado life tap. Should have life tapped first, though. He was gonna life tap. Okay, well, that was a pretty easy one. We're up to 5-0, just like that. I'm going to eat a bite of celebratory brownie. I'll proceed and start spinning the wheel before eating my brownie, though. My girlfriend made these yesterday. They're delicious. Brownies are so simple, yet so effective. Delicious. Okay, so now I have more wins in this one than in my last 3 Shaman runs combined. We're up against a mage, Mark the Shark. Awesome name. Okay, well, I don't like keeping Crackle and a Stormforged Axe, so we'll just keep the Axe. Could get royally screwed if she plays a bunch of stuff with 3 health. But that's just the way of it. We got the Zap-O-Matic again. Haven't had any explosive Zap-O-Matic starters yet. I don't think I've ever hit an opponent with the face with this card at all yet. But, you know, it's a big threat. They have to kill at all costs, which has its own sort of value. Okay, if the Zap-O-Matic sticks, please pass, 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 pass. Yes, she actually passed. Oh my god. So if the Zap-O-Matic sticks, if there's no Flamethrower or Frostbolt here, I can play the Direwolf Alpha hitter for 8. That's a pretty big deal. What are the odds she'd pass? Very small. So I'm probably not going to be doing that for real. Because if she plays anything, I'm going to have to trade this into it. Unless, of course, she plays something with only 2 health, then I can use her Stormforged Axe. Oh, she has the Flame Cannon. God damn it. Oh, friggin' Christ. Okay. Well, let's drop Mr. Warper here. So, let's see. I used my coin. No, I didn't use my coin. She has the coin still. We traded 1 for 1. This thing can deal up to 3 damage. Here's the coin. Oh, don't be something like a Senjin, please. No Senjin. Oh, it's even worse. Oh, no, I can't even kill this. With Wolf, Warper, and the Axe combined, I still can't kill that thing. Mother of freaking Christsicles. Lightning Bolt, plus this is only 5 damage. God, oh, jeez, I actually wouldn't have minded a Senjin now. Alright, let's get a Taunt Totem. Yo, it's not a Taunt Totem. It's this, though. Well, gotta do it. I hate that. This is just terrible. But I think it has to be done. So we're going to 2 for 1 with Overload. Oh, well, that's just too bad. So just a Flamethrower and a Water Elemental was all it took for her to quench my fast start. Okay, we got this, which should be good. Stormforged Axe. It sucks, of course, that I'm going to have to not play Fire Elemental next turn. But it's got to happen here. Is there any point playing a wolf? I don't think there's any point playing the wolf here. Let's just make another totem. Because the axe will kill off this mad scientist. There's no point in dropping the wolf or the Zap-O-Matic down just to have it die to the scientist. I will say she has a pretty big advantage here. Because I can't play Fire Elemental and all I've got is 2 drops on turn 6, which is pretty bad. And that's actually the card I was just thinking of that would be like the worst thing humanly possible to see because it stops me from killing this up. I got Earthshock! Oh my god, I got Earthshock. Yeah, this has to happen. So we Earthshock that so that I can kill the scientist off. Does not have any secrets. And, yeah, well, what the hell? We'll just play car crap. Oh, I could have attacked with this totem. Whoops, that was a mistake. I should have hit her in the face. Well, if I lose by 1 point of damage, we'll know where that happened. She chooses to leave this alive and kill the less threatening wolf. Let's see if she has other removal for the Zap-O-Matic. Is she gonna panda that thing? That would suck. That would suck a lot of dongs. Panda, 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 panda. No, she's gonna buff it. I see. So that means I have to use the Zap-O-Matic on it. Or the Fire Elemental. Oh, don't play anything else. Oh my god, if you just could just pass a turn here, that would be so great. Pass a turn. But no, nope, stop, deep, baby, deep, 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 no! Oh, jeez. Oh god, that sucks. Because I could actually axe this, Fire Elemental that, and then I could leave my Zap-O-Matic to hit her in the face a bunch of times. Ball sack, Christ. Well, what we have to do here is Fire Elemental that, Stormforge that, and I could hit her in the face again, but I think that would be a little bit foolish. I'm just going to hit her once and then trade. So let's look at the story here. Actually, things are looking okay. She has 4 cards to my 3. Now, this is going to be dead for a little bit. Unless I can get a weapon and hit some more stuff. Oh my god, please. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, anyway, now I'm screwed. If it had just hit the totem and I had the Fire Elemental there, I would have been in great shape now. She really catches up. Luckily, I did get more than 1 Fire Elemental, so I'm hanging in there. Hanging in there. 11 health. Kind of awkward here. One nice thing, though, is I am a shaman. If she has mana left over for a ping, she'd ping my face, because pinging a minion makes no difference because of the healing totem. So it's possible she'll ping me one more time and let me play Molten Giant. But then I'm concerned about playing this because that would stop me from playing Molten Giant. Let's see. Is she going to ping the face? Is she going to ping the face, ping the face, ping the face? Alright. Oh, no, she pings the elemental. Ah. Don't you... What is even the point of that, though? Well, anyway, her bad play actually makes it good for her. I am not going to pass on playing a Chillwind Yeti just so that I can try to maybe play Molten Giant later. So we'll kill off 1 mirror image like so. I'd love to see a taunt totem. 50-50 chance, it'd be huge here. Gigantic. Monstrous. And it happens, because that stops... Actually, what am I talking about? It's not monstrous at all. She just kills the taunt totem with the 2-2, runs the 4-4 elemental, pings it to death. End of story. Well, okay, so I'm actually behind. However, if she plays anything big and I can whack it with the axe, I can then play Molten Giant next turn. It's risky, because she can polymorph this, perhaps. And, of course, bashing your face against a mage is a little risky always, because mages have good burn potential. She has 3 cards. Yeah, I'd say she actually still has the advantage here, unless these are really awful cards. Okay, one of them is a secret, which is good, because secrets aren't really that great. Of course, that might mean it's a mirror entity and she gets a copy of this giant. That'd suck. That'd suck a load of dongs. It's probably not duplicate. Yeah, I mean, the most likely thing is a mirror entity. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, actually, I can't even play this anyway. Yeah, I can't play it, so let's see if it's duplicate. Unlikely. See if it's vaporized. Hopefully it's not that. It's not that. Okay, so it's looking sort of likely here that this is a mirror entity. So even if I can play the Molten Giant, I'd be pretty leery of doing so. Because we know it's not duplicate, ice armor, or vaporize. That leaves mirror entity as the most likely secret. Okay, she just top decked removal from my 4-5. It's a Frostbolt. Interesting. She must have more removal, otherwise this thing's going to get healed up by the totem. Arcane Missiles. She's hoping one of them will hit this so that she can finish it off, and it doesn't. It also did not kill the healing totem, but she can now ping the healing totem off. Okay, that was reasonable, so now this will die in a couple of turns. Well, I guess we got to check for mirror entity here, right? Let's see, this is going to be a 4-3. I could actually play this. No, that's dumb. Let's just see if it's a mirror entity or not. Hup! It is! Okay. Well, I think this is actually worth busting the Stormforged Axe for. That board presence is crucial. Healing Totem would be great. It doesn't happen. She has 2 cards left. If one of them is Flame Strike, the board clears, but I can play this after that, so I'm going to have an 8-8 in the ensuing top deck war. Top decking a mech wouldn't be bad either, because then when this thing pops, I can get a mech +2/+2. And there are actually quite a few mechs in the deck, although I've seen a few of them already in this game. Okay, that is fine. I can kill that. I can kill that. Does she have a spell to get a 1/1? That would actually be kind of annoying if she did. She does have a spell. Unless it's like a Stormpike Commando or something. She's thinking about fire. Wait, why would she... Oh, she Ice Lances this. Interesting. Okay. That makes a certain kind of sense. So what she's doing here is she's stopping this from trading at the Violet Teacher, and she's trying to ping it to death. Okay, that makes sense. I did not get a mech, unfortunately. She's out of cards. I could hit the Violet Teacher, throw the Drake at it. That would drop me down to 14 health. This would cost 4 mana. I could then make this, and a totem. 50-50 odds of healing up the Darkscale Healer. Other option, I could hit the Violet Apprentice with the Drake, just play Molten Giant and the Cobra, leave the Taunt Totem up against the Violet Teacher, and leave the weapon in hand for something better. Yeah, let's do that. So that, then by doing that, I don't make a totem, so then this thing is guaranteed to die. But if I make a totem, I pass on playing a Cobra, and then if I get the 1/1, then this thing dies anyway. I could do a radical option. I could hit this and not kill it. Then I can make a totem and this and that. Is that worth it? Sure, let's do that. Being a little radical here. I wouldn't do this if the mage weren't out of cards. We do actually find the healing totem. And I want to kill... You know, why don't I just kill the Violet Teacher then? What am I doing, really? Hitting her in the face, dealing extra damage? It's not a big deal. Okay, so the healing totem will heal this and save it. The 1/1 will let her kill the totem. She has a Stormwind Champion, which is a solid card, except this Cobra ends up being rather clutch for me here. Because I can use that to kill the Stormwind Champion. Now, am I getting bamboozled here? 8, 12, 14. No, I can't kill her. Now I'm in the lead. This is looking very good. What we can do here is kill the Stormwind Champion. Drop this back to being a 1/1. Healing Totem will save my healer. Make another totem. Play tank. Hit her in the face for 8 damage. Bonk. And now I am threatening lethal, so I actually have exactly lethal, so she has to have some sort of removal or life gain or taunt to not die next turn. No single card will kill me, that I can think of anyway. Alright, that's the game. She made a smart play here, just casually playing the dwarf, because there's a chance I would have, like, missed lethal, but I don't. Not this time. I sometimes do miss lethal, but not this time. And we actually win. That's pretty good against a mage. Now, even though I was at 5-0, that mage never played Fireball or Polymorph or Flame Strike, so I guess I got a little bit lucky there. Brownie. Now, here I am at 6-0. After trash-talking shamans for a long time, and only playing shaman here because I was forced to. So I think it would be fitting if I lost the next 3 games in a row, because karma's, you know, gonna start to swing back around. Let's see if that happens here against Topaz the Druid. Okay. Do I keep Crackle here? Well, the plan would be to play this and try to go for this on turn 3. If it kills this on his second turn, I'm going to have nothing to Crackle. If he doesn't kill it, no matter what he plays, I'm going to want to play this instead. So I'm going to mulligan the Crackle. I just don't see myself playing it. Alright, now that's a nice nice top deck there, the Power Mace. A few games of this match have been decided, or not decided, but at least I was granted a big edge by coining the Power Mace on turn 2, so it's ready to blow up on turn 3 and buff the Mech Warper. This Mech Warper's been buffed twice by that thing. And indeed I'm going to do that again here, because I just don't see the value of playing this and having it die to the Pyromancer. So, when you're second player, you gotta use the coin to try to get some kind of advantage, because actually, being second to play is a huge drawback, like really, really huge. So you've gotta use the coin to get something. If you're just passing on it for too much or using it for something that's kind of blah, you really set yourself back. Alright, let's think here. Well, clearly what I'm gonna do is play this, and then hit this thing. Clearly. The question is whether or not I'm going to finish it off with an Earthshock. Well, it's going to die anyway. This thing is still around. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in doing that. I'm just going to leave it alone. Am I? I mean, it would be nice to have this off. Earthshock with silence is just so useful. You know what? Well, we'll do a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to do this, and we'll see if I regret it later. I just really would like to have that thing not sitting around. I don't see myself having necessarily a better target for Earthshock. It's just a possibility, not a necessity. This is a really good drop for the opponent, because he gets to get a card for that imp, and then now this thing will die to the Cult Master. And that's quite unfortunate. So even though this thing was cheaper, I decided to play the Drake here. And I am going to just kill that, even though it sucks. I hate doing that. It feels wrong, but I got to do it because that's just what you have to do. You got to take that thing off. So he has 6 cards to my 5. He's got a Violet Teacher. Ugh, that's gross. So you don't really want to let a Druid on tap with the Violet Teacher, but I'm not going to play Bloodlust just to get that to happen. So yeah, I'd say he's ahead here. Do I hit this thing? Oh, God. I don't really want to. But what's the point of hitting his face? Yeah, we'll hit that, so it will die to the Fen Creeper. Well, I wish I had Earthshock. If I had Earthshock, I could have killed that Violet Teacher. Alright, he's gonna freeze that. So at least he's not playing a spell. I can only play 2 of my cards, which really sucks here. So let's do that. Get a totem, see what we get. Not that I think any of it's gonna matter. And yeah, we'll kill off the Violet Teacher. Sucks that this 5/5 gets to run in and he can shapeshift it to death. And then the 1/1's not adequate to finish this off. Unless, of course, I get to drop Stormwind Champion and this thing is still around. Let's see if that happens or not. Oh no. Oh, he's got a swipe. Fuck, that's even worse. Now I can't actually kill this thing off with Stormwind Champion. Stormwind Champion's not even a good play anymore. Luckily, I don't get a 1 toughness to drop. That would have sucked. He could have shapeshifted that. Here, at least I get to kill this thing. And I guess play this in the Golem. I've dealt no damage to him. I am a card behind. I'd say he's in a pretty significant lead here. Ouch. Alright, Flame Tongue makes no difference. So, well, I guess I could park the Flame Tongue behind this, but it really makes no difference. So let's just trade that. He has 6 cards to my 5. I guess soon to be 6. I guess I'm not actually behind a card per se. Oh my god, please hit the Golem. Thank you. So at least it hit the Golem. If it had hit this thing, that would have been just an absolute catastrophe. Here, at least the Golem is protected by the Taunter. Christ, that was Kodos, man. He hits it, which is an interesting choice, I guess, because he wants to finish it off with Shapeshift later. I'm not sure. Ah, Fire Elemental, eh? Well, we got a couple of options here. Let's carefully consider everything. I could Fire Elemental the Kodo, run the Golem in, run this into that, and then I have 2 mana left over. Flame Tongue would be stupid, so I would just make a Totem. I could make a Flame Tongue, but neither of these actually quite reaches up enough to hit the Kodo. I could play Stormwind Champion, but then the Kodo still lives. So yeah, the Fire Elemental makes the most sense here. So we Fire Elemental, and throw away our stuff for his stuff. So I don't actually come out ahead there, except if you count this Totem as being ahead. So he's got 5 cards to my 4 plus a Totem. Still trying to find time to get the Stormwind Champion out. Let's see if he has a Starfire for this Elemental. That would put him squarely in the lead. It would give him up a card, and then he could still play something for 3 mana. All I'd have left is a Totem. Salty Dog comes out. I have to say that name like that. It just makes no sense to say it the other way. Alright, I have a really good turn coming up here. So this might actually help me catch back up in this game. Because what I can do... Ooh, hang on a minute. So, what I was thinking is play Stormwind Champion. That buffs us up to 1 attack. Wait a minute, that doesn't even work. +2 is only 3. It wouldn't actually kill the Salty Dog. So I have to actually do the RG Commander. And again, I don't really see much point in playing Flame Tongue. Because yes, I could deal 4 extra damage with this turn with the Flame Tongue. But I'd rather get more board presence. Get an extra Totem out here. And, you know, have more stuff for Stormwind Champion later on. I'd rather use this as a surprise, you know. So the salty dog goes down. He's got an ogre. Oh no! Oh, this is a swipe. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's playing swipe. Oh jeez. Oh, that's so bad. It clears my board, leaves him with a 4/4, and I have no recom. Oh my fucking Christ. Wow, that was terrible. That was just terrible. That was just the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a naked Stormwind champion here. Just as a 6/6 for 7, basically. And okay, it has the added benefit of making the spider tank trade with the Ogre Magi plus shapeshift. Oh my god, he actually had spell damage swipe. Yeah, that's one of those things you can't play around, but it's just when it happens, it sucks. God, I was in this game. I was totally in this game. Well, see what he's got coming up here. He's already used 2 swipes. So hopefully he's done with having removal. But all he needs is 2 damage of any kind, and once these guys trade, I'm in a bit of a pickle. These are very conditional cards. I'm not going to kill him anytime soon with Bloodlust, so I'm pretty much down a card here. Oh, fuck. Seriously? Oh, Jesus. And, of course, this gives him an opportunity. Oh, wow, he has his 3rd swipe. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I was thinking the most fair thing that could possibly happen is if a druid had 3 swipes. Well, there's fuck all you can do about that, and I'm just going to go ahead and concede. There's just nothing here to do. You can kill everything I play and then keep playing cards. 3 swipes. And I was in it, but he had 3 swipes in his draft and actually got them all in the game. I mean, it's possible he had more than 3 swipes. That's, you know, therefore it wouldn't be that unlikely that he played 3 in one game. But Jesus. Gotta give him props, though. I think a lot of people would pass on the Ogre Magi. I think he made a special point of taking spell damage because he had all those swipes. That would be my guess. And it really paid off for him. It enabled him to clear off a board after I had gotten a huge advantage. I had a 6/5 and a 4/2 and 2 totems, and he had nothing and just a handful of cards. But 2 of those cards cleared my board, giving him a 4/4, and that won him the game. Falcony the Mage, so our skills are tested again versus a Mage. I am going to mulligan this Earthshock. This is a bit too many 3-drops. I really only want 2 of these. And I guess I'm mulligan this one. I'd rather play this thing. It'll trade better. I don't have any overload stuff for that guy yet. And then I definitely want to keep this. Okay, so this is interesting because now I can play the Power Mace on turn 2 with the coin and play the Golem, which is a mech nowadays, which is a really significant upgrade in many cases. Because that Golem will get buffed. It'll turn into a Chillwind Yeti that regenerates into a 1/1, or a 2/1. So it's not like Cairn, but it is pretty good. Ah, plot twist. She actually has nothing on turn 2. So here I'm not going to play the Power Mace. I will get one of my creatures out. I think I'm going to get the Golem out here. Even though I can't get it into a Power Mace situation right away, I'd rather save the Cobra for later. Oh, she's going to actually just Frostbolt the Golem. Interesting. This mage is a very slow start. I'm temporarily a card ahead. But of course, she can ping this damaged Golem away. Of course, if she does that, she's spending half of her turn 4. I'd rather see her play a minion, though, because I'm really well prepared to get rid of minions. Like Senjin, damaged Golem plus Power Mace. Frost Nova? Wow. And Ice Lance. Well played. Frost Nova, Ice Lance. That is something else. Okay, so she's killing all my stuff here. These are both mechs. They both get buffed by the Power Mace, but I'm going to play the Shredder because it hits harder than this Nullifier, and I'm finding this guy's 2 power is just really kind of annoying in a lot of situations. So I want to get this harder hitting guy out here. Let's see if I can finally use the Power Mace here. I'd say that right now I have the advantage. She only has 5 cards to 7, so I'd say I've got the advantage here at the moment. Okay, this is looking really good. So we got a couple different options here. I could Golem plus Power Mace. It's probably the most obvious. And then play Mech Warper, which I just drew. If I don't want to use Mech Warper, I could play this, and I could use a Golem plus Lightning Bolt to kill the Senjin, which is another option. I could Crackle on the Senjin. Worst case scenario, I have to throw the Golem away. Best case scenario, 50-50 chance it kills the Senjin. If it kills the Senjin, what am I doing with my mana? Just playing this? Well, then if I'm going to play that anyway, I might as well do the Power Mace thing. I mean, the damaged Golem's on death's door anyway, so I might as well just do this. Okay, so she can't Flame Strike yet, which is good, because it means I can blow this thing up and buff up one of my dudes. Next turn, tragically, I can't play the Stormwind. He's not a mech, so he doesn't get a discount from the Warper, but I can play this. for a little bit less. Granted, I don't have any way currently of using the extra mana. I don't want to use Crackle or Lightning Bolt because I don't want to miss out on playing Stormwind on turn 7. Alright, so I'm still ahead on cards. She plays that, which is a bit of a desperate move, I think. Let's think here. Yeah, let's just kill this thing. With that. And screw it. I'm going to go ahead and Lightning Bolt. I think it's just the best thing to do here because I get to play the Fen Creeper. It's really good. Now I'm actually coming up on turn 7 with a pretty rare situation. Everything survives against Flame Strike. This respawns. These guys both live. Can't play Stormwind Champion, which is sad, but I do have 11 damage here. I mean, I'm within a stone's throw of crackling her to death, so she's got to be... She's got to come up with something pretty good here. Okay, that's not that great. That is pretty good. What? I don't know why she picked that and not the respawning thing. That's very bizarre. Okay, well, let's check for Vaporize / Ice Armor. It's not. Mirror Entity is the most likely thing. So if I throw this down, she's going to get 6/5. See, I hit her down to 8. Down to 5, and then this is a decent chance of killing her. You know, honestly, what's the point of doing this, though? The point of doing this is so that I don't get blocked in by my own guy. But here's the move. What if I attack first, then totem, and then play this guy? So this way, if she gets the taunter, next turn, I can actually do Fire Elemental plus Crackle. It's a minimum of 6 damage. And I've got enough stuff to power through this at the moment. I'm also not committed to having to play the Fire Elemental. I can also play Stormwind Champion, which would do a lot. She's going to Flame Strike here. This lives, this lives, this lives, and she doesn't have enough mana for a ping. No Flame Strike here. She's just killing a totem. That's good news. No Blizzard either. Ogre does absolutely nothing. Does she have a Sunfree Protector to give it taunt? No, she kills the sheep. Should be able to guarantee the kill here. Right? I mean, I don't have to make this very complicated. I can just... Yeah, there's just so many ways I can kill her. Okay, so let's just make sure this works. Yeah, this is fine. So we'll just do the Stormwind Champion. Wait, hold on. I think that's actually a way that I don't win. Because I kill that, this hits for 7. No, Stormwind Champion does not win. I think I need to hit this with those, and then this is 4 damage. Okay, yeah. So I'll do this, that. Power Mace number 2. And then Snap, Crackle, Pop for the win. Alright, made it to 7 wins. It's a good day. It's a good day. So my first Shaman run in Goblins versus Gnomes was 8 wins. Then I did 1-2-1, and now I'm back up to 7. So very, very lopsided. Very swingy the Shaman class is. Which makes sense. I think I'll go out on a limb and say that Shaman, of all the classes in the game, is the most swingy depending on how well the draft goes. Like how lucky you are with the cards you see. I think the other I mean, every class, of course, you know, luck is going to play some factor in how strong your deck is, but I think Shaman just plays the biggest factor. Because having or not having some of these key cards like Fire Elemental, Hex, Lightning Storm, Rock Biter, and whatever just makes a big difference. Although, granted, in this deck I don't have Hex or Lightning Storm, which I used to consider like some of the most important cards for Shaman. I do have 2 Fire Elementals, but a lot of the games have just been won with mech synergy. The mechs have been really strong with the Power Mace. Yes, Power Mace. You know, that is a good thing for Shamans. They got this new card. The Power Mace is ridiculous, I think. Okay, so can you pass the turn, please? Pass, 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 pass. The turn. Pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn. Oh, jeez, come on. Thank you. So we get to go again for the Wind Fury Gambit here. Let's see if she's got a backstab for this guy. She does have the coin, so it's likely she will do something this turn. Very unlikely she would do nothing. She might actually do something like Eviscerate it. That would be ideal if she had to use Eviscerate to kill that, just for fear of how much damage it deals. And if she does play something with 2 health, I can actually Stormforge Dax. Okay, she's gonna coin Deadly Poison. Coin Deadly Poison. No, not a coin Deadly Poison. Alright, so we have a very interesting choice to make, whether to play the wolf and get 2 extra damage now, or whether to play the Zap-O-Matic number. We're going to play Zap-O-Matic number 2. Now, this can go bad. This can go real bad if she plays Deadly Poison Blade Flurry. Both of them will die, but if I played the Wolf, both were dead anyway. So, let's just see what she's got. I mean, if she can't kill this, she's going to be in a metric ass ton of trouble. Because this is 12 damage right now. 16 damage if the Wolf drops. Does she have the mass removal? She has a pirate? Does she have a backstab? Well, she would have had a backstab last turn if she wanted one. Oh my goodness, I don't think she has removal for these things. I don't think she's got it. I mean, if she had, like, if you're facing down 2 Zap-O-Matics, you're gonna play anything, right? You would do anything to kill them. So I'm gonna operate under the assumption that she does not have any removal here. Thus, we're gonna go balls to the walls Dickens here. And smack her for 16 damage, you know, on turn 3. We're threatening lethal, obviously. This is another 6 damage if there's no taunts. This is another 3 damage. She has a betrayal here. She must. Did she just top deck that? I mean, why wouldn't she have used betrayal last turn if she had it? Okay, let's see if she has more taunt. She does not. She just has this. All right. Well, I think we're pretty much pot committed here to going full on broke for the face. I'm gonna go for the Stormforged Axe. Yeah. And just hit her in the face. So, she has to have healing. Okay, she doesn't have to have healing yet. But if this axe can hit her in the face one more time, then she has to have healing, or else the Fire Elemental kills her in 2 turns. Does she have the Antique Heal Bot? She doesn't. Does she have a taunt to stop the axe from getting through? That would be the other important thing. Ah, she does not. Okay. So we're 1 mana shy of killing her this turn. If I can get a Crackle or something else, I can kill her. Right now, Flame Tongue doesn't do me any good. Actually, it does. What am I talking about? I'm going to hit her in the face, and I am going to play Flame Tongue, because why not? I got to threaten as much stuff as I can. Now, this is lethal. This is lethal. She absolutely must have healing in light of the Fire Elemental. So an Antique Heal Bot would bring her up to 10. This would bring her down to 6. She doesn't have the Heal Bot. She fans the knives. She did a pretty good job coming back. I'm surprised that did she top deck Betrayal? I didn't actually see it, to be honest. I don't know that she top decked it, but if she didn't top deck Betrayal, if she had it and didn't kill my Zap-O-Matic or one of my Zap-O-Matics in the previous turn, then she made a big mistake. Well, anyway, I just win with Stormforged Axe. But I had the Fire Elemental. She also should have killed the Flame Tongue Totem, because thanks to her leading this around, a second Flame Tongue or this Bloodlust that I was holding was also the win. So I had actually 4 different ways of winning that time. And one of them was good enough, so that's it. We can actually play another game. Alright, so I finally did get to live the Zap-O-Matic dream, but I would not say that Zap-O-Matic has been the key card in this deck. I think Power Mace has been much more valuable, combined with a lot of good mechs. I have the Warper, the Golem, Piloted Shredder. The Zap-O-Matics are mechs as well. And I think that's actually been probably the biggest factor in this deck's success. Okay, we're up against a Hunter. My Karuba. It sounds kind of like you're saying My Karumba or I Karumba, but anyway, there's just a lot wrong with that. Okay, so this is the hand. Do I keep a Lightning Bolt? I think I'll keep a Lightning Bolt. And we got the Power Mace again. This time I'm not the second player though, so it's a bit harder to finagle this. We got another Power Mace. This is actually starting to look like a little bit of a bad hand here, because that Zap-O-Matic is pretty fragile. So once it dies, I've got nothing to do except hope he plays me things that will die to Power Mace. Haunted Creeper. Alright. I think we'll play the Zap-O-Matic out in front of that. I don't see any reason to Lightning Bolt there. Not only do the spiders come back, but then I can't play Power Mace next turn, and then I think playing Totem would be too passive. Oh, Glaive is really good though. Ouch. That stings. That stings a lot. Balls. Well, is it worth it to pop these spiders? I think so. But this is looking bad. I don't have any mechs for this to come onto. He's gonna get me down to basically 20 health right now if he wants to throw away the weapon. Yeah, I think this game was just a bad start. And nothing I really could have done. Spider plus Glaive was a good opening for him. I didn't have the right things to respond to it, but I really can't complain about a little bit of bad luck since I'm at 8 wins as a shaman. 8-1 even, so I could have another chance to go to 9 after losing this game. Okay, he's thinking a lot, so maybe he's got something. He doesn't want to die to Power Mace. Maybe he's worried I've got a mech in my hand that'll get buffed. Unfortunately, this time I don't. Next turn's gonna suck. I can just play a totem and a wolf is pretty much it. So I have to get a good top deck. This not being a Chillwind Yeti actually sucks. Oh, crap. He's got the Ogre. That's not good. Keeps the weapon in hand, though. Smart play. Don't find a mech. I could fish for spell damage, but that's bad. So we're going to go ahead and drop this guy. Lightning Bolt that. And we're going to kill it. Now, there's so many things wrong with this. One is that I'm at 20 health versus a hunter. The other is I overloaded, so I cannot play this again. And then the third is that I've got this weapon, which is a little bit less useful now that I can't take much more damage. And he has Hunter's Mark to deal 4 damage to that for 0 mana, which is totally fair. He can even buff us up from his weapon, which is really great, and I'm overloaded. Oh god, I just... crap. Really wish that were a Rock Biter and not a Lightning Bolt, so that I could actually play the healer right now. We got a Shredder, that's good. That's good, I'm going to play it. He can deal 6, 7, 9 damage to me and I made it health and I lose the game. So I'm just hoping he throws this at the Shredder. Or the weapon plus the spider at the Shredder at least, or something. If he chooses to go for my face though, he is going to win. Because this isn't good. This is not going to slow him down enough. Because he's at full health, I've got no pressure whatsoever. He's just going to be able to tickle me to death. Well, the good news is that if he beats me quickly enough, I can still play the next game. Oh, Cobra Shot. That was one of the first times I've ever seen that actually not suck horribly. Alright, so he gets to kill the Knife Juggler, get me down to 9 health. I guess I'll play this before instead of conceding. Ball sack, Christ. 4, 5, 7. I think I should probably play 2 minions if I'm to have any chance of winning. Right? Yeah, I gotta play 2. Rather than just the 1. So 2 more damage and he wins. Let's see if he's got it. Even if he doesn't, it just hits me in the face. I'm at 2 health. And then Steady Shot kills me next turn. I heal, which buys me 1 more turn. Oh, I'm dead. Does he see it? I think he sees it. I think he sees it. Pretty sure he sees it. Yeah. Okay. Good game. Nothing I could have done there. Even if there were a drafting decision I could have made differently, I don't think I would have wanted to because I think these cards were important in other games. So that was just a loss that was unavoidable. Let's see. 1 more game. Either this run will end and we'll start a new run in the next video, or I'll actually have a shot of going to 10 wins with Shaman. That is what the next game will determine. You know, there is probably nothing that Rogue could have done unless, of course, she voluntarily didn't play Betrayal a turn early. So I won a game where the opponent couldn't do anything, and then I lost a game where I couldn't do anything, so it's pretty fair. Alright, who's up next? It is another mage, of course. Wolf the Mage. Doing pretty well against mages, though. Who was the first thing I lost to? Ugh, I should remember. It was in this video. Was it a mage, or did I lose to a mage? I lost to a hunter just now, and I can't remember. Jesus, that's embarrassing. Well, I think it was a mage. Anyway, yeah. We're second here. We got the Zap-O-Matic again. There are 2 in the deck, of course, so that's not horribly unlikely to start with 1. Pass, 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 pass. Pass, 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 pass. Excellent. Alright, let's do this again. See if she's got something. Again, the Stormforged Axe might kill what she plays. Mages, oh god, mages are just so ridiculous. They can kill anything anytime. I mean, early in the game, they have Frostbolt and Flamethrower to kill stuff. Later in the game, they have Fireball and Polymorph to kill stuff. They have so much redundancy for killing stuff. Well, I top deck my other Zap-O-Matic much as in the game against the Rogue. Difference here is that mages with their overpowered hero ability can actually ping things over multiple turns and be okay. If she does this, I'm going to be okay with it, though, because she chooses not to, which I think is smart, because that would have stopped her from playing anything else. So we got to decide, do you go for broke here, or do you hedge your bets? So hedging your bets would be play the Power Mace, hit the Crusader, hit her for 9 damage down to 15, and then throw this away at the Crusader, leaving you with a 3-2. Going for broke would be play the Wolf, and hit her for 16 down to 8. And then I've got burn in hand. You know what? We're just going to go for it. We're just going to freaking go for it. So now what this allows her to do is ping off the damaged one and then pop the Divine Shield against the undamaged one. And I could easily lose the game if she manages to get like a Sludge Belcher or some sort of taunt to stop me from finishing her off with weapons. But right now, I can do 2 damage to get her to 6, and then the Power Mace represents lethal damage. The Power Mace will actually whack her to 3, so even if she taunts, in 2 turns I can kill her with the Fire Elemental. So I feel like it's worth going for the burn here. Alright, so everything happens as expected. Does she have a taunt to stop the wolf and the Power Mace from attacking? She does not. Okay. An interesting option presents itself. I could play the Mech Warper instead of the Power Mace. Then I can play the Stormforged Axe. And I'm going to do that, actually, because I don't care about Overload next turn. So now's the time for Overload. Let's actually kill that thing. Hit her in the face. Still got lethal damage being threatened. Got my Overload away before in turn 6. And she has to have Taunt now, really. I mean, even in T-Killbot wouldn't be very good. She's got to have a Taunt. So Sludge Belcher is their best possible card. And she's got it. Okay, well, that definitely makes it more complicated. Do I get anything to help me? I actually do. So let's hit that. Hit that. This. Play Panther. Panther's solid here because she can ping the wolf to death, but the Panther's threatening lethal damage plus this axe. So she has to now play another taunt. But if she plays a big taunt, this time the Panther will take down just about anything, except for, I guess, Sunwalker. But I could throw the axe plus Panther at the Sunwalker, thanks to this wolf, and then the wolf still comes through with damage. That doesn't cost any mana, so then I can play, like, Fire Elemental and just burn her face. So she's in a very, very difficult spot here. Alright, she fishes with the portal, so this is desperate, because if it's not a taunter or a life gainer, it doesn't do anything. And offhand, I'd say probably most minions wouldn't help her here very much. This is the minion she just got through the portal. Is it helpful? She's flicking it like it might be. She can play anything up to 7 mana. It is the guard she got from Unstable Portal, but she's hesitating. It's a grunt. Okay. So the grunt does die to the Stormforged Axe, which means I win the game because we hit her, and she's angry about the Whirling Zap-O-Matics. Well, that's why I drafted them, is so I could put them in my deck and draw them. Oh, she says well played. Well, okay, so she's not too bad about it. Good, good, good. Alright, we're up to 9-2, so that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned. The rest of this run will be coming up shortly. Take care.